Hi, my name is Bruce Nunley. I'm going to do a couple of, I'm really thinking about recording acoustic guitar today and different microphone placements for best recording acoustic guitar. Now this is a Taylor 314 CE, which is really great because it has a recording system built into it. If you were plugging into a studio system or you're plugging into a venue system, then that's great. You just plug in the guitar and you wouldn't necessarily bother with miking it up. But for recording, I'm convinced, or I believe, that the microphone miking the guitar up is going to give us the best recording volume. In fact, what I'm going to do as a control, and I think we'll hear a little buzz because I'm touching the wire going in. What I'm going to do as a control is I'm actually going to mute this mic, and then I'm going to play the guitar system, and then we're going to try placing this mic in different positions, and we're going to listen to see which placement we think gives you the best. So now I'm unmuting the guitar input, and I'm going to mute this mic for a moment, and we're only going to hear the guitar input. Then I'm going to play the same phrase, and then I'll turn the mic back on, and we'll talk about it. But we're only going to hear the guitar line in, so to speak, which is the output from the Taylor system that's recording the guitar. And then we're going to put the SM57, the Shure SM57, in a variety of positions, and we'll record that, and then we can compare one to the other. Okay, so I'm going to mute the vocal mic so you don't get any guitar over the vocal mic, and then we're going to play a phrase. So this will be just with the guitar system. Okay, so that was with the guitar system, with the Taylor system. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mic, and the conventional wisdom, the book answer is point the mic very close to the 12th fret. So I'm going to point the SM57 very close to the 12th fret, and then we're going to hear that same phrase. Now we won't be listening to the guitar input at all. I've muted the guitar input, and we'll just listen to the SM57 at the 12th fret. Okay, so that was the SM57 at the 12th fret. Now, another idea for placement I was watching a video on earlier is I'm going to place the SM57 mic kind of facing away from the sound hole, but down near the body, and you can't quite see it, but it's going to be here down near the body, so I'm basically going to place it right there. Is where the mic placement is. So you can't, I should probably just stop and turn my camera down a little bit so that you'll be able to see that. You can tell, you can tell this is not your ideal video because now we've got the camera tilted way down and my head's cut off, and but you'll be able to see, okay, so I have the SM57 facing the body of the guitar away from the sound hole, and then a little bit awkward placement, but I'll move me over to here. So, and now it's going to be a little bit louder because the resonance of the body of the guitar versus when we put the mic up on the neck of the guitar. Okay, so that's the SM57 below the sound hole. Now, all of this has been a little bit counterintuitive because you might think, well, why don't you point the mic exactly at the sound hole of the guitar, because that's where the sound's coming out, right? Which I think the sound actually resonates through the body of the guitar, but we'll do this. This is going to give us a really loud sound and maybe a little, so we'll see. This is the SM57 pointed almost exactly, and you have to be careful to keep it out of your motion. So that's the SM57 pointed right at the sound hole. Now, another thought I had was, well, what if we put the mic, this is a Grand Auditorium model, the Taylor 314 CE, Grand Auditorium. So if we put the mic back here at the sort of the belly of the guitar, away from the sound hole again, but where we're trying to get some of that resonant sound. So this is the SM57 back in the wood of the guitar. I actually touched the guitar on the way through, so we may have gotten a little bit of handling noise there. So in my case, I'd actually need to put, I'll move the mic over a little bit. I'm going to put it a little deeper on the body of the guitar, but trying to keep it out of my strumming range, and we'll do that one more time. So that's with the SM57 back toward the body. We heard it up on the neck. Now another idea is to have the SM57 a little bit further back. In other words, instead of having it right up on the guitar, maybe have it pointed, it's a keratoid mic, so it's if you think about an ice cream cone sort of on top of the mic, and this is a classic instrument mic, so this is the right application for it. But now, instead of the SM57 being very close, I've got it back about 6 or 7 inches, again pointed at the 12th fret. Now, another choice is you could go for kind of a compromise, because live sound, you're often going to get where the performer has attempted to place the mic equidistant between the vocals and the guitar, because that way, as they're singing, you can hear the guitar and you can hear the vocals both. And so I'm gonna place it there, even if you were only tracking the guitar and not double tracking the vocals of the guitar. We'll place it there and see if what that sounds like. So this is the SM57. It's again about 6 inches away from the guitar. It's pointed in between the vocalist and the guitar, so not down at the guitar. So I hope that helps. I think the loudest ones were with the SM57 closest to the body of the guitar, either down below, pointed away from the sound hole, or back on sort of the belly of the guitar. In terms of staying clear of the picking, I actually like down below the sound hole better. Now this is a cutaway guitar. If you didn't have the cutaway, you could put the mic right there and perhaps get even more sound. Even though the book answer is pointing at the 12th fret, you got such lower sound there that I'm not sure that would be my favorite. And this guitar is fairly bright. I actually like the deeper, darker sounds that I'm getting from putting it close to the wood and listening for the emanations from the wood. Anyway, let me know which one you think is the right way to record this guitar in this setting with this microphone. That the settings we looked at were down below the sound hole at the 12th fret, back along the body of the guitar, equidistant between the singer and the guitar. So what do you think?